Rain poured like the sky was crying heavy tears for someone forgotten by the world. The HOA community was silent like a rich graveyard. Wide streets clean like someone washed them with cold wind. Big houses with glass walls standing proud but empty. Lights shining without warmth. Adrian Blake drove slowly through the main road, his wipers moving fast but not fast enough to clear the sadness of night. He worked late again, meeting after meeting, numbers and deals. His mind always busy like machine that never shuts down. He lived alone, ate alone, worked alone, and spoke to people like they were contracts, not hearts. When people looked at him, they saw success. CEO of giant company, big house, expensive car, strong face. But they didn't see the loneliness inside him hiding like a small child in dark room. This night felt like any other until he passed the old bus stop near the community gate. A place no one used, because rich neighbors didn't take buses. His headlights cut through the rain and suddenly showed something that shouldn't be there. On the bench, a small shape sat like a shadow that didn't belong to night. He pressed brakes hard, heart jumping without reason. He stared through windshield, rain hitting glass like 1,000 fingers, and saw clearly. A little disabled girl sitting alone, soaked wet, holding one crutch, legs hanging weak, tiny fingers shaking, eyes red from crying. Adrian stepped out into rain without umbrella, water hitting his face like shock, cold cutting his skin but something deeper cutting his heart. He walked to her slow, afraid she might disappear like dream made of fog. When he came close, he saw her lips blue, cheeks pale, hair stuck to her face with rain, small shoulders shaking like bird in winter. She looked at him with fear, not hope, like she expected hurt, not help. Adrian knelt down, his expensive clothes getting wet, knees soaking mud. Nothing mattered except this child. He asked softly, voice breaking without control, "Where is your mother?" His words sounded loud next to her silent tears. She swallowed and whispered in weak voice, each word heavy like broken body trying to speak. She left, said she will come back, she never came. Adrian blinked, breath stuck, shock strong, like someone hit his chest with stone. He looked around, empty street. No footprints except small ones leading to bus stop, then no return. He saw a paper on bench, half stuck under her shaking hand. He pulled it slowly, paper wet, ink bleeding, words simple and painful. "I can't take care of her. I'm sorry." His hands froze holding note. It felt like someone stabbed his heart using paper as knife. Rain washed ink like the words wanted to disappear but couldn't. The girl's eyes watched his face, searching answer. Something inside him cracked open, memory from long past hitting him like wave he didn't expect. He didn't show it, but pain opened door he kept locked for years. He wrapped his jacket around her shoulders, lifting her gently into his arms. She held his shirt tight, fingers digging into fabric, like she was afraid he would drop her like world dropped her before. Her small hand on his chest made his heart beat louder in his ears. As he walked to his car holding child, HOA guard came from gate cabin, umbrella in hand, face cold like metal without feeling. "Don't bring problems here," guard said, voice sharp, eyes full of annoyance, not humanity. Adrian stopped, looked at guard, water falling from his hair, eyes burning with anger hotter than rain. "She's not a problem," Adrian said quietly like thunder hidden in whisper. "You are." Guard didn't know answer. He stepped back one step like he saw something dangerous in Adrian's eyes. Adrian put girl in car, heater on, her wet clothes steaming slowly with warmth. She looked around car with tired eyes, whispering again, voice breaking like she forgot how to speak to someone who cares. "Don't leave me, please." Those words hit Adrian harder than any business failure, any fight, any betrayal. "I won't leave you," he said without thinking. Promise, leaving his heart faster than his mind could stop it. He drove fast through rain to emergency care, car cutting water on road like fear chasing him. He looked in mirror again and again, checking if she breathing right, removing hair from her eyes gently with fingers like he knew her all his life. Doctors rushed when he entered, seeing child cold and weak. They took her inside quickly, lights bright, machines beeping, nurses speaking fast. He sat on chair near bed while doctors worked, his clothes still wet, hair dripping. Nurses asked questions. "Who is she? "Where is Mother?" He answered honestly, "I don't know. I just found her." They checked her temperature, heartbeat, breathing, called pediatric specialist. Adrian watched everything like movie he couldn't control. His mind raced with questions. Where is Mother? Why was child abandoned at bus stop? How many nights has she been alone? Why didn't anyone help her before? Why did HOA guards say don't bring problems here? Heart heavy like stone, anger burning like fire under skin. Girl kept whispering with closed eyes, voice weak, scared, "Don't leave me. Don't leave me." Adrian held her small hand lightly between his fingers. He didn't speak loud, only whispered close so only she could hear, "I am here." Hours passed slow like time wanted to test his patience. Doctors said she had fever, dehydration, weakness, lack of proper care, too much stress for child body. Adrian sat whole night, not moving much, only sometimes standing to look at her face more closely like making sure she's still breathing. He forgot about business meeting tomorrow, forgot about calls, forgot about world outside hospital. His whole world filled in small bed where one child fought to stay awake in world that forgot kindness. Something inside him changed slowly like small flame starting inside dark room. He didn't know if it was love, responsibility, guilt, or old pain waking up from long sleep. He just knew he couldn't leave her alone. When night turned into early morning, doctor returned with report, holding tablet, face serious but eyes gentle. Adrian stood quickly, expecting good news, bad news, anything that answers the pain in his mind. Doctor looked at child sleeping then looked at Adrian, saying something Adrian wasn't ready for. She wasn't abandoned today. Someone has been leaving her alone here many nights. Adrian's breath stopped. For a moment everything silent. The rain, lights, machines, thoughts. His mind ran through images, small footprints, note, cold bench, her fear, her whisper. Someone has been leaving her many nights? Rain tonight was not first. How many nights did she sit alone at bus stop? How many strangers passed her? Why no one helped? Why didn't HOA do anything? His heart twisted like someone squeezing it. Doctor continued softly, "She is used to waiting. We found old cold marks on skin. She didn't cry loud because maybe she learned crying doesn't bring Mother back." Adrian's eyes filled with tears he didn't want to show. He looked at girl sleeping, her hand still holding his jacket tightly like even sleep couldn't remove her fear of being left. He whispered to himself, voice shaking, "How many nights were you alone?" Doctor said, "We informed child protection. But case is complicated. If Mother returns and proves she tried, law might return child." Adrian looked confused, angry, hurt, everything mixed. "She left her in rain," he said, voice sharp. Doctor nodded. "Maybe because she had no choice. Poverty pushes mothers to do impossible things." Adrian remembered guard's voice, "Don't bring problems here," and something inside him roared quietly. Poverty isn't problem. Indifference is problem. Law isn't problem. Cruel rules are problem. Child isn't problem. System is problem. He stood near window, watching rain stop slowly. Sky clearing like night ending, but inside him storm just starting. His reflection in window showed two people. The CEO everyone respects and lonely human who just found broken piece of world sitting on bus bench. Both reflections looked at him, asking question. "What will you do now?" He remembered her whisper, "Don't leave me." He remembered note, "I'm sorry." Two voices fighting inside him, one business voice saying not your responsibility and one human voice saying if not you, then who? He closed eyes, memory from years ago hit him. Him a small boy waiting outside clinic, his mother crying inside because hospital refused help without money. Waiting hours, no help, feeling world big and uncaring. That night he promised himself something. Tonight he didn't remember promise with mind, he remembered with heart. When morning sun rose slowly through clouds, Adrian still sitting near bed, holding her hand. Nurses surprised someone like him didn't leave. He didn't care. He looked at girl's face, weak but peaceful in sleep. In that moment, his loneliness didn't feel heavy anymore. It felt like space for someone who needed it. He whispered softly, Voice full with emotion he didn't control. I won't leave you. I don't know how, but I won't leave you. Girl didn't hear, but her fingers moved slightly, holding tighter. And that was answer his heart needed. Outside hospital, world continued normally. Cars moving, people rushing, HOA community waking, guards drinking tea, big houses shining, everyone pretending everything perfect. But one little truth pushed everything. Someone has been leaving disabled child alone many nights at bus stop, and world didn't see. But now one man saw. One man stopped. One man felt pain. Sometimes change starts like that, not with big decision, but with one night where someone finally asks child, "Where is your mother?" Morning light pushed through hospital curtains. Soft golden rays touching the small girl's face like sunlight wanted to apologize for all cold nights she spent alone. Adrian sat beside her, eyes half closed, not from sleep but from thoughts that didn't let him close his mind. His phone had hundreds of missed calls, messages from business partners, assistants, meeting reminders, notifications about deals worth millions. He didn't open even one. His entire world right now was a child holding his jacket like lifeline. He stared at her hand, small fingers wrapped around fabric tightly, even in sleep. Fear was deep, like she learned even dreams could take people away. Nurses walked in quietly, checking vitals, taking notes, whispering about CEO stayed whole night. Surprised not by child's condition but by man who looked like statue beside her bed. At 7:40 a.m., footsteps rushed down hallway, fast, heavy, desperate. Hospital doors opened and a woman entered, hair wet from rain, clothes dirty like she ran without stopping, eyes red swollen, skin pale like she hadn't eaten in days. She looked everywhere, panic shouting through silence until she saw bed. "Lily!" she cried, voice breaking like something sharp inside her chest. She ran forward and fell on knees beside bed, hugging girl's arm careful but with shaking hands. Tears fell on child's face like storm returned only for one person in room. Adrian stood slowly, watching woman cry like world ending. Girl's eyes opened weakly, blinking slow, and whisper left her lips like small breath escaping memory. "Mom." The word wasn't loud, not happy squeal of child meeting mother. It was soft and scared, like child afraid this moment could disappear again. The mother hugged her, crying stronger now, repeating again and again, "I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry." Nurse tried calm her, telling her child safe now, but mother's guilt louder than comfort. Adrian stepped closer, his face serious but eyes confused, hurt, angry, everything together. "Why?" Adrian asked quietly, almost whisper, but that whisper held earthquake inside. Mother froze, eyes lifting to look at him, recognition hitting her like shock. She knew him, everyone knew him from HOA meetings, newsletters, community walls, CEO who signed rules, not man sitting beside child all night. She swallowed heavy, voice shaking. "I didn't leave her because I wanted to. I had no way, no help, no food, no job left, no one listened." Adrian stared deeper. "You left her alone at night." Woman cried harder, covering face. "I waited nearby, hiding. So guards don't see us. They find us for ramp, threatened eviction. I had to work night shift. She couldn't walk far. Bus stop was only place close to lights." Her voice cracked like bones breaking inside mind. "Every night I prayed someone kind will ask her if she needs help. But everyone passed. Everyone pretended they didn't see her." These words cut Adrian like blade sharper than note he found. He remembered how community looked at child, problem, burden, inconvenience. He remembered guard's cold voice, "Don't bring problems here." Mother continued, trembling, "If HOA sees my child, they say she is disability case. They make trouble. They say ramp not allowed. They fine us until we out. I tried hide her wheelchair, hide her medicines. I worked. I begged. But they took everything little by little." Adrian felt something heavy rise inside him. Anger not loud, not wild, controlled like storm inside glass. He sat back on chair slowly, jaw tight, watching mother like seeing world he never entered because he lived other side of wall. He asked, voice low, "Why didn't you ask for help? From me?" Mother laughed, small broken laugh, bitter like taste of iron. Ask from the man who made rules? Ask from HOA letter signed with your name? They told everyone you don't care about poor families. They said fines protect community beauty. Adrian's chest tightened. He never saw this face of his own work. Managers, board, letters, his signature used like weapon to hit weakest. Mother wiped tears, holding Lily's face gently, whispering to her, I came back every night. I stood behind bus shelter. So she thinks she was not alone. I watched her sleep sitting on bench. I came when guard leaves. But last night, I couldn't come. I collapsed, too tired. When I woke, it was morning. Adrian closed eyes tight. Picture formed in his head. Mother hiding behind pillar in darkness. Watching child sleep in rain. Crying silently. Holding mouth so tear doesn't wake daughter. Praying stranger might care. And stranger never stopped until tonight. Shame pressed Adrian's chest like heavy stone. Doctor entered again, checking chart, announcing news like cold statement that holds warm hope. She will be okay with care. She needs support, therapy, safe house, someone with her always. Mother nodded, crying again, whispering thank you like prayer. Doctor looked at Adrian, saying quietly, child protection wants to talk. Mother's body stiffened, fear grabbing her throat. They will take her, she whispered. Adrian asked, why would they take her? Doctor replied, because technically abandonment happened. They study case. Mother hugged Lily, shaking again. Please, don't take my child. Her voice came like animal defending baby. Adrian looked at Lily, her eyes half open, watching mother cry like she understood too much for age. He touched Lily's hand. She looked up at him like person she trusts more than world. Something strange and powerful moved inside him, like past and future both holding his heart at same time. He remembered his mother once crying for sister when hospital refused wheelchair ramp. Remembered worker laughing when she asked for help. Remembered her strength breaking slowly. He looked at doctor, calm but strong. She is not abandoned. She was hidden. That is different. One is cruelty. One is desperation. Doctor nodded slowly, thinking about truth behind words. But system needs proof, doctor said. Adrian replied, system will get proof. Mother looked at him confused and hopeful, like seeing light but afraid it might be dream. She whispered, why are you helping us? Adrian looked at Lily, then at Note, then at Mother. He didn't say truth. Truth too big to speak in one line. His eyes told answer before mouth. Because this could have been my family once. Hospital corridor started filling with staff, voices, machines. But Adrian's mind locked on one thing. HOA is monster for weak. His own creation turned poison. He walked out of room for moment, dialing number. His assistant answered with tired voice. Sir? You missed 3 meetings. Adrian cut him, voice controlled but fire inside words. Find all files about HOA fines, disabled complaints, recent eviction threats. I want everything in 1 hour. Assistant froze, realizing tone meant war. Yes, sir, he replied. Adrian leaned against wall, hand on forehead, not from stress of business, but from weight of guilt. His empire built with beautiful words but ugly actions by people he trusted. He signed policies without seeing who they hurt. He became symbol of dream but dream turned nightmare for someone small enough to sit alone on bus bench. He didn't know tears forming until one drop fell on floor. He wiped quickly, breathing deep like man preparing fight he never planned. Mother walked out holding Lily's hand. Lily stood weak, balancing on one crutch, small face turning up to him. She whispered, thank you for not leaving me. Her voice still shaky, but there was tiny smile, like she believed world changed because one man stopped car. Adrian kneeled again, level with her eyes, and said softly, no one should be left alone. Lily nodded like she understood too well. Mother stood behind, fear still deep but little hope around edges. They will take her, she said again, voice thin. Please do something. Adrian looked at her long, then at child. He said quietly, I will. Not promise of businessman, promise of human who saw pain reflected inside his own scars. Security officers from child protection came to talk, neutral faces, professional voices. They asked questions like law wants boxes filled, not hearts understood. Why leave child unattended? How many nights? Any support from father? Mother cried through answers, explaining poverty, fines, rules, punishment for ramp, fear of eviction. One officer wrote notes, other looked at Adrian, trying to understand why CEO involved. Adrian spoke calmly, she hid child from cruelty, not abandoned child from hate. Officer stopped writing, listening. Adrian continued, voice firm. If system punishes desperate mother, system broken. Officers discussed quietly. They said they need investigation, family review, decision later. They gave mother temporary custody papers, but investigation could change outcome. Mother clutched papers like lifeline. Adrian walked them outside, speaking respectfully but clear, I will cooperate. I will provide documents. Officer nodded. Sir, we know you. You have influence in HOA. But law needs truth, not power. Adrian replied, truth is all I want. Officer believed him for a moment, because eyes don't lie like words. When they left, mother collapsed to chair, shaking. Lily hugged her neck, whispering, don't cry, Mama. Those two words hit Adrian with same force as note. Lily didn't ask why you left me. She said don't cry. Child comforting mother who almost broke completely. Adrian looked away, breathing heavy. He walked to window, staring at traffic outside, thinking how many people right now walk past someone suffering without looking. His mind now working like storm. Files, laws, fines, board members, names, faces, memories of past. Connection formed in his mind like chain. HOA fine, mother hides child, child abandoned at bus stop, system wins, heart loses. He turned back, walking to them. Come with me, he said. Mother shook head, scared. Where? Adrian replied, to my home. Shock. Mother looked at him like she misheard. Your home? No. We will cause trouble. HOA will attack you. Neighbors will talk. Lily looked at him with hope shining like small light. Adrian said quietly, HOA can talk. Neighbors can talk. Child needs safe place tonight. Mother cried again. This time tears of disbelief, not pain. He helped them stand, slow and gentle. Lily leaned on him slightly with crutch, trusting he won't disappear like others. Mother carried small bag with clothes, shaking hands. Adrian walked them to car slowly like carrying something fragile inside world made of stone. When car reached his house gate, same guard stood there. But guard didn't speak now. Guard looked at Lily and mother, then at CEO behind them. Something in guard's eyes changed like mirror showing guilt. Maybe he realized what he said last night, don't bring problems here, was not just rude sentence, it was knife cutting someone already bleeding. He opened gate without sound. Inside house, lights warm, rooms big, silence soft. Lily looked around with wide eyes, like she stepped into dream painted by someone kind. Mother stood uncomfortable, like person entering place where she doesn't belong. Adrian said gently, you both belong here tonight. He prepared guest room himself, told staff to leave early. He didn't want formal service, he wanted quiet night for child. He placed extra pillows, warm blanket, water near bed. When Lily lay down, she held his sleeve again, whispering, promise you stay. Adrian sat beside bed, answer simple, I will stay. Mother sat chair next to bed, holding Lily's hand, eyes closing slowly from exhaustion. Hours later, house silent except sound of breathing from tired hearts. Adrian sat near window in living room, lights off, holding note in hand. I can't take care of her. I'm sorry. He read it again and again like trying understand pain behind ink. One letter popped out, sorry. Sorry is last word of broken dream. Sorry is word that carries weight of 1,000 nights alone. He stared at city lights outside, mind replaying his own childhood. His mother saying sorry when she couldn't buy medicine for sister. Sorry when she cried in darkness because ramp banned. Sorry when she told him to study hard so world changes someday. Tonight he asked himself, did world change? Or did I just change sides? His eyes wet again, not crying like child, crying like adult who sees world broken and knows he has to fix part he can reach. He wiped tears with rough hand, stood, went to study room, turned on laptop. Files opened like doors to truth he never saw. He scrolled, anger slow rising, not loud, growing like controlled fire. Then one file caught his breath, HOA decision signed under his name. Wheelchair ramps outside guidelines are penalty violation. He closed eyes tight. Pain hit again, his signature used like bullet against children like Lily. He whispered into empty room, voice cracking, I am sorry too. Different sorry. Sorry from man who didn't know his power hurt innocent. He sat back, wrote email to board, emergency meeting tomorrow. Mandatory. Prepare full records. He closed laptop, walked to bedroom door, checked Lily sleeping peaceful for first time. Mother sleeping with hand on child's chest like shielding her from world. He leaned on door frame, breathing calm, something heavy leaving his shoulders slowly, something new taking place. Purposed, he whispered so only night hears, you will not wait alone again. And outside, cold wind stopped. Morning waiting like new story, morning sunlight moved like soft river across Adrian's house, touching walls, shining over big windows, sliding slowly toward the guest room where Lily slept wrapped in warm blanket like world finally hugged her after many cold nights. Her mother, Elena, woke with heavy eyes, not from comfortable sleep but from months of exhaustion that one night could not erase. She sat quietly on edge of bed, watching her daughter breathe slowly, the small rise of chest like whisper of hope. She touched Lily's hair gently, whispering prayer without voice. Her fingers trembled when she remembered bus stop bench. Rain, darkness, fear. But today sunlight-filled room, bright like future trying to enter life that didn't allow it before. Adrian stood outside door, watching them through small gap, face still from long night, eyes tired but not defeated. Something new in his expression. Determination that didn't move like business ambition but moved like duty created from pain. He didn't enter room, letting mother and child hold each other without interruption. He walked downstairs, coffee untouched on table, laptop open with documents loaded, evidence. He saw numbers differently now, not profit lines, not housing model, but fingerprints of cruelty. Each fine was like someone took bread from table of poor family. Each eviction threat like someone cut roof from weak shoulders. He scanned emails from HOA board, words cold, professional, hiding human cost behind legal terms, non-compliance, aesthetic violation, community quality. Simple words covering image of child sitting alone at bus stop. He felt sick in stomach. At 9:15 a.m. sharp, he left house with briefcase full of papers. His car moved through HOA streets, houses shining like masks, behind them stories invisible. He saw neighbors watering green lawns, walking dogs, jogging, smiling like nothing wrong. No one knew child they ignored last night now slept safe in house they always admired from distance. Rich world and painful world existed on same street without touching each other. HOA building big like pride, located in center, glass walls reflecting morning sky. At entrance, board members already waiting, wearing expensive suits, fake smiles, eyes calculating. They didn't expect CEO at meeting, he rarely attended personally. But when he stepped out car, silence washed over them like cold wave. They looked confused. Why CEO looks tired? Why no assistants? Why no PR team? Something wrong. Board president, old man with sharp chin and colder eyes, stepped forward, pretending respect. Good morning, Mr. Blake. We didn't know you were coming. Adrian walked past without answer. His silence louder than any greeting. Board exchanged looks, uncomfortable. Inside conference room, long table shined under ceiling lights, screens ready, documents arranged. Adrian placed briefcase at head chair, opened slowly, methodical like surgeon preparing for operation. Board members sat, whispering, sweating lightly though AC cold. One woman tried smile. We hope everything is all right. Adrian looked at her, eyes empty of softness, Nothing is all right. Silence cut room. Board stiffened. Adrian lifted stack of files, placed them on table, papers thick with truth. Explain this, he said calm. But calm like ocean before storm. He dropped first paper, disabled ramp complaint. Elena requested permission, board denied, calling it visual harm to community aesthetic. Adrian spoke, voice low, you punished disability. Board president leaned forward, fake confidence. Mr. Blake, rules are rules. If we allow one ramp, everyone will build without planning. It ruins uniformity of design. Adrian laughed once, bitter laugh not from humor, from disgust. Uniformity of design, he repeated slowly. A ramp for child who cannot walk ruins design. Board member tried defend, her case not special. Many people have excuses. If we give exception, others misuse. Adrian held another file up, fine issued during heavy rain when Elena tried cover wheelchair with plastic sheet. This is misuse, he asked. No one answered. Adrian placed note on table, the one he found at bus stop. Wet paper now dry but pain still printed like scar. He didn't read aloud because words loud enough even silent. Board members stared at note like paper was gun pointed at their comfort. Adrian said quietly, this note exists because of you. President shifted, defensive tone coming out. Mr. Blake, with respect, we did not abandon the child. Mother did. Adrian slammed hand on table, not loud like anger explosion, but sharp enough to cut argument. Documents jumped slightly. She abandoned child because you abandoned her first, he said cold. One young board member whispered, nervous, child abandonment is crime, not HOA policy issue. Adrian turned slowly, eyes burning like fire inside ice. Crime? Crime is leaving child alone at bus stop and calling it rule enforcement. His voice full of controlled rage so heavy even air thickened. He opened email printouts, complaints from Elena ignored, each response automated, no human reply. He threw them on table. You didn't see her as mother. You saw her as problem file. President crossed arms, defensive ego rising. You don't understand management. Community quality must be maintained. Adrian stepped closer, face inches from president, voice whisper but deadly clear. Community quality measured by helping weakest, not punishing them. Room froze. Board felt truth stab deeper than any insult. His assistant hurried into room, breathing fast, whispering something in Adrian's ear. Adrian listened, eyes narrowing. Assistant showed tablet, viral article already online. CEO saves disabled girl abandoned in rich community. Photo of Adrian carrying Lily under rain now everywhere. Comments exploding, half praising CEO, half attacking HOA. Board saw their nightmare happening without time to build lie. Public watching live made board panic. President whispered angry, you did this. You leaked. Adrian stared like stone wall. Truth leaks itself when you hide cruelty. One board woman tried soft approach. Mr. Blake, we can fix this quietly. Give statement, say mother irresponsible, community supports children. Adrian cut her. No board surprised. Nobody says no to cover up solution. This will be public. And she will not be blamed. President slammed table, losing mask, so you choose side of low-income tenant over board you built. Adrian responded sharp, I choose child over ego. Mother unknown to board, came into building searching for washroom, saw open door of conference room. Lily walked slowly holding her hand, small crutch touching floor soft sound like weak heart beating. Everyone looked at them, board eyes judgmental, Adrian eyes soft. Mother saw table full of papers, her name on fines, her signatures on complaints. She saw note on table, trembled, tears rising. I wrote that, she said in voice small like shadow. Board looked at her with irritation, like she ruined image. Adrian walked to her, gently took note from table, returning it in her hands. You wrote it because you fought alone, he said. Mother shook head slowly, crying quiet, I failed my daughter. Adrian replied, voice gentle like wind touching broken flower, system failed you. Board members looked uncomfortable, guilt passing across faces like unwanted shadow. Lily stared at Board with innocent confusion. She didn't understand politics. She only understood who helped her last night. She moved to Adrian, took his hand, whispering, "Don't leave Mema." Adrian's heart broke again. 2 words stronger than any speech. President sighed loudly, irritated by emotion. This child needs social care. Staying in community brings drama. We need protect property value. Adrian turned slowly, like animal hearing threat near cub. Property value? He asked quietly. This child's life is more valuable than every brick in this community. Board silent. No one dared argue. Adrian picked tablet from table, connected to big screen. Images showed, fines timeline, photographs of ramp removal, complaint letters ignored, security notes about mother begging again. Receipts showing mother paid fines while skipping medicine purchase, audio record of guard mocking her. Board shocked. They didn't expect CEO has everything. Then one more slide appeared, photo from report years ago. A young girl in wheelchair, smiling at school entrance, mother holding her hand. Image old, faded. Adrian stared at image like ghost from past entered screen. Board confused. They didn't know that girl. Mother and Lily didn't know. Only Adrian knew. That wheelchair girl was his sister. Room became silent grave. No sound. Adrian's eyes filled without warning. He closed them for a second, then opened with pain turned into steel. She died because ramp wasn't allowed, he said without blaming voice, only truth. Bored eyes widened. Suddenly meeting not about stranger child, but child connected to CEO's deepest wound. I built company to change world, he continued, but world found way to break people again under my signature. He looked at Board one by one, each face reflecting shock, regret, fear. Not again, he whispered. Silence heavy. No one dared speak. Mother cried softly, covering mouth. Lily held Adrian's hand tighter like she felt she touched memory of someone precious. Outside room, crowd began forming outside HOA building. Residents saw article, saw news, saw child, opinions rising like storm cloud. Some angry at Board for cruelty, some confused, some ashamed. People with children felt pain. People who ignored last night felt guilt. Adrian turned to window, seeing crowd growing. He walked to door slowly. Board called him back, meeting not finished. Adrian answered without turning, it is finished when truth spoken. He stepped out with Lily and Mother beside him. Cameras flashed, journalists shouted questions, people whispered. Children stared at Lily like she was hero with small crutch instead of sword. Lily hid behind Adrian's leg, shy and scared. Adrian protected her with body. One reporter shouted, Mr. Blake, why are you helping them? It's not your responsibility. Adrian looked straight into camera lens, eyes sharp, voice deep. Every child is my responsibility. Every human should be someone's responsibility. That is community. Crowd cheered. Board inside watched from glass, faces pale. They lost control. Then in crowd someone whispered loud enough, where is father? Mother's body stiffened again, pain deeper. She whispered weak, he left when she born. Can't handle disability, tears again. Lily didn't look sad. Lily looked strong, because she learned pain early. Adrian placed hand on Mother's shoulder, calming her shaking. He looked at reporters, answering question that wasn't asked yet. Family is not blood that leaves. Family is love that stays. Crowd quieted, words sinking deep. Then police cars arrived, not for arrest, for protection. They entered building to start emergency investigation. Board officially under review. Adrian looked down at Lily. She looked up with soft eyes like she trusted him more than life. He whispered, you will not sleep on bus stop again. Ever. She nodded like promise entered her heart. Mother touched Adrian's hand lightly, crying without noise, saying words that carried lifetime meaning in 4 letters, thank you. He shook head slowly, replying soft so only they hear, don't thank me. I am fixing my own mistake. Crowd around them recording video that would change everything. CEO's truth gone public. News everywhere. Powerful CEO admits HOA rules killed his sister. Vows to protect disabled child. Some cried in crowd, some clapped, some ashamed they ignored bus stop bench so many nights. Little children looked at Lily like friend they want protect now. Camera zooms slowly. Adrian holding Lily's small hand. Mother holding her other hand. Crowd around like wall of support. In glass behind, boards standing like ghosts watching new world rise. Music of silence inside them, storm rising outside. After the crowd moved like slow river around the HOA building. Police taped doors and officers entered deeper to collect documents, interviews, video recordings. Adrian stood outside with Lily holding one hand and her mother holding the other, surrounded by flashing cameras. The morning sun was bright, but inside his chest a shadow moved, not from bored, something darker, older, like someone watching behind curtains of success for many years. He turned his head slowly because he felt eyes on him, but crowd too big, faces too many, expressions mixing like storm and silence together. He couldn't see enemy, only felt presence. Lily squeezed his hand, whispering tiny voice, "Are we going home?" Adrian nodded slowly, "Yes, we are going home." But his voice had weight like question inside answer. He took them to car, closing doors gently. When he sat driver's seat, his phone vibrated. Unknown number. Message short like bullet, "You broke the line. Now we will break you." Cold breath moved along his back. He read again to be sure it wasn't imagination. Same words. No name. No face. Only threat like knife hidden in smile. He deleted message without reacting, not because fear gone, but because he understood new war started. One without boardroom, without reporters. War in darkness where success attracts enemies like light attracts moths. Car approached his house. Security at gate straightened posture, eyes different. Respect turned into something more like loyalty after yesterday. They opened gate quietly. House filled with warm lights again. Lily looked around like she remembered safety in colors, in silence softer than street noise. Mother, Elena, walked slowly inside clutching small bag like everything she owned inside that bag. Shoes old, hands cut from cleaning jobs, face tired from years running from fines, from threats, from judgment eyes. Adrian asked softly, "Eat something first?" She shook head, "I don't feel hungry." He looked at Lily, "And you?" Lily smiled small shy smile, "Maybe soup." Adrian nodded and called kitchen. He wanted comfort, not luxury. When they sat at dining table, chandelier above reflected soft yellow light on wooden surface. Beautiful table but moment heavy not fancy. Lily ate soup slowly, spoon shaking slightly from weak hands. Mother stroked her hair gently, eyes full of love mixed with fear that someone will take child away again. Adrian watched them, heart tight as if almost breaking from inside. He never imagined that so much pain could sit at his dinner table. Suddenly doorbell rang. Security camera showed a neighbor woman, rich, perfect dress, expensive jewelry, phone in hand recording something. Adrian walked to door. When he opened, she didn't enter. She stood outside like not wanting shoes to touch floor where Paul walked. She smiled fake, thin smile like blade. "Mr. Blake, I came to say, we support you. But you should think. People here didn't like that scene today. Bringing abandoned child to our community makes wrong image." Adrian listened like stone listens to wind. She continued, voice sweet but poison behind words. "Better send them to safe shelter, not keep them inside your house. HOA rules exist for reason. Stability, reputation, cleanliness, emotional cases should be handled by system, not by CEO personally." Before Adrian replied, Lily walked near, holding crutch. Neighbor looked down at her with eyes mixed pity and superiority. "Hello, dear. I hope you don't stay long. This area not comfortable for you." Lily blinked. She didn't fully understand insult, but tone told her something wrong. Child looked at Adrian, searching answer. Adrian answered neighbor with calm voice but every word sharp as hidden blade. "This house is comfortable for her. And she will stay as long as she needs." Neighbor laughed little, not laughing from joy, laughing from disbelief. "Mr. Blake, be practical. People online praising today, but next week they will forget. Community remembers forever. Once image damaged, value drops. We all suffer. Adrian nodded slowly. Yes. Community will suffer. But not because of child, because of hearts like yours. She opened mouth to reply, but his eyes cut her words. She stepped back, voice bitter. You think you saving world. But world moves with business, not tears. Adrian closed door softly, not slamming, because truth didn't need noise to hurt. Inside, Lily looked up, whispering, she didn't like me. Adrian smiled, small emotional smile, kneeling level with her. Some people don't like what they don't understand. But that is not your fault. Mother sat silent, eyes wet. She whispered, I don't want make trouble. If neighbors angry, maybe we should leave. Adrian shook head firmly. You are not trouble. Truth makes trouble for people who hide lies. Mother cried quietly again, not chaotic tears, silent ones like years of pain draining slowly. Later afternoon, Adrian entered office room at home, laptop open with live stream of HOA investigation. He saw board giving statements, each trying protect own name, blaming policy, blaming guidelines, blaming team decisions. No one admitted cruelty. Police asking questions like needles, cutting excuses slowly. Suddenly someone leaked rumors online, mother party girl. Abandoned child willingly. CEO manipulated story to gain sympathy. Child not disabled, faking for money. Rumors spread like oil fire. Comments turned ugly, half people love, half people attack. Truth drowned in noise created by someone who wanted story twisted. Adrian understood real enemy not bored. It was the system that uses lies to protect power. Someone high started rumor war. He walked back to living room. TV showing news analysts debating like game show. Some defending mother, some attacking her without knowing pain. Mother watched screen, body shaking. When one commentator said, maybe mother wanted money from rich CEO, crying drama, she broke, tears burst without control. She whispered, they don't know. They don't know I was starving. I hid child so fines don't take our home. They don't know I waited behind bus stop holding myself not to cry loud. She covered face, sobbing painfully like wound reopened. Lily saw mother cry, and something strong woke inside child. She placed crutch against sofa, used hands to climb onto couch beside mother. Her small voice, shaky but brave, whispered, Mama, you did everything. You didn't leave me. You stayed behind. I saw your shadow. I saw your shoes under bench. I wasn't alone. You were there. Mother froze, tears falling faster. She looked at Lily stunned. You knew. Lily nodded slowly. I pretended sleep so you don't feel sad. You came every night. I heard you cry. I didn't say, because I wanted you to be strong. Those words hit Adrian like thunder splitting mountain. Child protected her mother by pretending she didn't know truth. Beauty and pain mixed so deeply that room almost couldn't hold emotion. Mother hugged Lily tight, crying harder but now tears of release, not shame. I am sorry, she repeated, voice shaking. I wanted to give you everything, but I failed. Lily whispered, hand touching her cheek. You didn't fail. People failed us. Adrian closed eyes for a second because child's truth more powerful than any speech he heard in life. He sat across them, voice low with emotion heavy enough to pull tears from stone. No one will talk like that again. I promise. Night fell. House quiet again. Adrian felt war growing outside walls. He went to study, wrote public message statement full of truth. Not PR sugar. Mother did not abandon child by choice. System abandoned them first. HOA rules used like weapon. Investigation ongoing. I will support this family personally and legally. He posted. Flood of reaction. Thousands support, thousands fight. But narrative changed direction. People now saw system cruelty, not mother weakness. When he closed laptop, he heard soft sound from hallway. Lily stood there with crutch, eyes sleepy, hair messy like small bird. I can't sleep, she whispered. Adrian walked slowly, kneeling. Why? Lily looked down, whispered tiny like leaf falling. What if they take Mama? Adrian held her hand gently. I won't allow that. Lily stared deep in his eyes like searching proof inside soul. Promise. Adrian said, promise written inside my heart. She nodded and went back room. Adrian stood alone in hallway thinking how small words carry universe of pain. When he turned lights off, his phone vibrated again. Same unknown number, you think you are hero. But we control law. You will lose everything. Then another message, this is bigger than HOA. Stop now. He stared screen, breathing slow. He understood something he didn't see before. Board not main hand. Someone outside, maybe group, maybe investors, maybe powerful interests behind HOA structure. He saved one child, but woke monster sleeping under city. He whispered to darkness, voice sharper than silence. I don't care what I lose. Morning waiting behind horizon like knife inside beauty. Morning came slow, sky gray like it did not want bring new day because yesterday left too many wounds open. Rain clouds heavy, air cold, city quiet. But inside Adrian's house breathing soft from two sleeping hearts. Adrian was already awake, standing by window with coffee untouched. Eyes dark from messages received last night. The threat repeated in his head like echo. We control law. Remove the mother. He felt danger around house like invisible smoke. He didn't know who they were, what they wanted, but he knew one thing. Someone in power wanted to erase truth by breaking the weakest link. The mother. His phone buzzed again with news notifications, articles, rumors, opinions, fights between people online. One side calling him hero, other calling him crazy emotional CEO. He didn't care about public voice. He cared about little girl's voice asking, promise. At 8 a.m., doorbell rang loud like someone didn't want wait. Security checked camera, two people in formal clothes, holding clipboards, wearing polite smiles with cold eyes behind them. They said they were from child services, here for follow-up investigation. Adrian walked to door slow, like wolf walking to sound outside cave. He opened door half, not wide. The man spoke with fake kindness. Good morning, Mr. Blake. We need speak to mother again. Routine check. Adrian's eyes scanned them. Behavior too rehearsed, smiles too perfect, timing too early. Real investigation officers yesterday behaved differently. Soft, professional, not aggressive. These two looked like people who wanted result only, not truth. Adrian asked calmly, where is official letter? They showed printed paper, stamp visible but stamp too clean, like printed last night. Adrian scanned details. It mentioned immediate removal for safety. His jaw tightened. Why immediate removal? Doctor confirmed child safe with mother and me. Woman replied smooth like sliding knife. Online environment dangerous now. Mother identity exposed. Best for child to be placed in temporary care. Adrian's voice turned sharper. Temporary becomes permanent when truth hidden. Woman smiled tiny smile. Sir, please don't cause trouble. Inside house, Lily heard voices, woke from sleep. She climbed from bed, hopping with crutch. Pain but determination in every step. She reached door frame quietly, watched Adrian facing strangers. Her mother woke too, heart racing without reason, instinct telling her danger at door. She whispered Lily's name, but child already moving to hallway. The man at door continued forcing tone. Sir, if you don't cooperate, we have authority to take child with police. Adrian looked at him like ice forming around fire. Then call police. I will speak to them myself. The man's face twitched. He didn't expect resistance from CEO with power, because usually CEOs avoid scandal, avoid conflict, avoid emotional fights. This CEO different. Heart bleeding but standing strong. Woman tried threat disguised as logic. Sir, this is bigger than you. Public narrative damaging. Let system handle. Adrian replied low, voice heavy like storm inside steel. The system is why she sat alone at bus stop. Mother came behind slowly, holding Lily's hand. Scared but standing like tree bent by wind but not broken. Her voice shaky, please, let me speak. Please don't take her. Man looked annoyed by emotion, like feelings irritated him. We understand. But she needs environment stable. Mother cried, she is stable with me. She is safe here. Woman moved forward. Your past actions show abandonment risk. Lily stepped forward, voice small but sharp like truth cutting lie. She never abandoned me. I saw her every night. She came back. She stayed behind bus stop. She cried. She didn't leave me alone. Two officers froze for second. Child's voice stronger than all legal language. Adrian placed hand on Lily's shoulder gently, supporting her like pillar behind small house. Woman softened face fake way. Sweetie, sometimes mothers make mistakes. We won't help you. Lily shook head firm, tears in eyes. She didn't make mistake. People made rules mistake. They punished us. That sentence hit Adrian like echo from his own pain. Words of child repeating truth he carried hidden years. His throat tight. He swallowed emotion down because he had to stand strong. Adrian stepped forward, blocking door, body between family and strangers. Enough. If you have real order, come with real officers. If you have real case, speak truth. Today you came without notice, without signature from court, without doctor recommendation. You came because someone told you to remove her before investigation shows truth. Man dropped fake smile, eyes turned hard cold like machine. Don't interfere. You don't know who you're fighting. Adrian leaned forward whisper quiet. Then tell me. Man didn't answer. Silence between them heavy like gun pointed without trigger pulled. Security guards appeared behind Adrian. Two men loyal to him before but now connected by respect, not salary. Adrian said calmly, escort them out. Officers looked around, realized they cannot take child today without making scene. They left house walking fast, faces stiff, anger like hidden toxin. As they reached gate, woman turned and said low enough only Adrian hear, they won't stop. He answered, neither will I. When door closed, mother collapsed to knees, crying shaking like storm finally broke. Lily hugged her small arms, whispering, Mama, don't cry. Adrian here. Mother held child, tears falling on Lily's head, voice broken. They won't take you. I can't survive that. Adrian knelt, not touching them first, letting mother empty her fear. When crying slowed to silent sobs, he spoke soft, they tried scare you. They don't have legal right. They want reaction so they can use it against you. But we will win with truth. Mother looked at him with eyes full of confusion and hope mixed. Why are you helping? You don't even know us. Adrian looked at Lily, then Mother, yes I do. I know your story because it is my story. Mother frowned, not understanding. Adrian continued, telling truth like opening wound to heal. My sister was like Lily. Ramp rejected. Fines. People said rules protect value. She died because system had no space for disabled child. Mother's eyes widened. Pain reflected pain. Two different stories but same scars. Lily looked at him quietly, touching his hand soft, as if comforting him instead of being comforted. I'm sorry, she whispered. Adrian smiled through wet eyes. You don't need be sorry for something world did. That moment changed connection between them. No longer rich man helping poor family. It became broken soul protecting broken soul. Afternoon came. Adrian called lawyer, strongest legal specialist he knew, old friend from years before CEO title. He explained everything without hiding tears from voice. Lawyer replied firm, then we fight. Mother's case is desperation, not abandonment. Every fine illegal under Disability Act. We will flip case against HOA. Adrian breathed slow, first time feeling hope like shield, not sword. Outside house, people started gather again, not reporters, but residents. Some ashamed of ignoring bus stop child. Some angry at bored. Some curious. Faces mixed. One old couple knocked gently. When Adrian opened door, old woman holding thermos, said sweet voice, for the child, chicken soup. Tears almost rose again. Simple kindness from stranger heavy like gold. Lily came shy, smiled small, Took thermos. Old woman touched her cheek, eyes soft like someone who raised many children. Then another neighbor came, a father with daughter same age as Lily, holding coloring books. She can play with my child, if she wants, he said humble. Lily froze, eyes wide. It was first time someone offered play, not pity. She looked at Adrian, asking permission with eyes. He nodded. She walked slowly with crutch to little girl outside. Both sat on garden edge coloring books, one crutch on grass, friendship forming not from pity but innocence. Mother watched scene with tears, but these tears different, warm tears from life returning. She whispered to Adrian, people can be kind also. Adrian nodded slow, sometimes world needs first person to stand, then others find courage. While children played, Adrian's phone rang, lawyer again, voice urgent. I found something. HOA structure controlled by private investment group. They push fines to increase property control. Someone higher than board. Someone using law to steal houses cheap then resell. Adrian felt chill. Lawyer continued, name of company hidden behind shell corporations. But one name appears, old partner of yours. Adrian's breath caught. Who? Lawyer said slowly, Leon Hart. Adrian dropped phone on table like hand lost strength. Leon Hart, his old best friend, co-founder, man he trusted like brother. Years ago split company when Adrian refused deal related to community housing. Leon took investors, created parallel empire built on real estate control. Adrian never looked back, busy building business side, leaving community management to boards he trusted. Today truth slapped, enemy not stranger, enemy was once his family. He closed eyes painful, memory of laughing together in college, sharing dreams, signing first contract, breaking over values. Now Leon behind fines, behind threats, behind messages, behind attempt to take mother. Betrayal cut deeper because past love turned into today's war. At 7 p.m. sun started fade. Lily came running small steps excited. Adrian. Look, I made flower drawing. He smiled real smile like child melting heavy cloud around him. He took drawing, a blue flower with ramp drawn beside it leading to big house. Lily wrote below, house with way for me. Adrian stared at drawing, heart shaking. Lily asked, can you make house like this? Adrian looked at her, voice thick from emotions he couldn't hide now. Yes. Not just one house. Many houses. Mother came behind, saw drawing, hugged Lily and Adrian both without thinking, crying soft again but smile in tears. Adrian stood between them, feeling something like father heart waking, old wound healing slowly. Night fell, starless sky heavy. When they slept, Adrian sat alone in office, laptop open. He typed message to Leon, we need talk. Face to face. Tomorrow. He pressed send. Immediately reply came, like Leon waiting always, finally. 2 letters, heavy like history. Adrian stared darkness outside window. Tomorrow battlefield not in court, not online, but between 2 men once built dream together. One building world for strong, one fighting for weak. Truth ready like blade. He whispered tonight, you will not hurt them again. Camera moved inside house. Lily sleeping curled like cat against mother. Crutch beside bed, small smile on face. Peace soft but temporary. Danger circling like wolf outside fence. Morning air felt heavy like sky knew 2 old dreams were about to crash into each other. Adrian buttoned his shirt slowly, mind not on business style. Mind on war waiting in boardroom of glass building downtown. He looked at himself in mirror, face sharp, tired lines under eyes. One night changed his world, but something deeper changed inside him too. No business mask today, only truth. Behind him, in reflection, he saw Lily sleeping curled in mother's arms, small crutch beside bed, like sword of tiny warrior. He closed door quietly and walked downstairs. Coffee waiting but he didn't drink. His lawyer arrived early, carrying files thick like history. Lawyer spoke soft, Leon moved fast. His legal team filed case stating mother unfit and you manipulated system. They want emergency removal order. Adrian felt anger burn slow like fire glowing under iron plate. Not explosive, deadly controlled. They use law like knife, he said. Lawyer nodded. Law without heart is weapon. But today truth will speak. Mother came downstairs, hair tied simple, face pale from sleepless night, but eyes determined because she knew today strangers might try steal her child again. She wore clean shirt Adrian bought for her last night. She held Lily's hand so tight like world trying take her through doorway. Lily walked slow, leg weak, but chin up like shield. Adrian knelt beside her, adjusting strap of crutch, voice soft so only she hears. I will be with you every moment. Lily nodded, whisper tiny, and I will be brave. Car drive silent. City moving outside windows without knowing battle inside small space. Mother stared outside, remembering nights at bus stop hiding behind bench. Rain cold, fear louder than hunger. Today she walked inside court building with same shoes that ran from fines. Symbol heavy like mountain on her back. When they entered building, many eyes looked, some kind, some cruel. Phones recording. Rumors moving like snakes. CEO wants attention. Mother used child. Leon protecting community. Truth drowned in noise again. Court hallway huge. Walls tall like they built to make poor people feel small. Lily held Adrian's hand. Small fingers gripping big world. Lawyer whispered strategy, papers, arguments, but Adrian's mind held one image. Little girl at bus stop. That image stronger than any law. Then elevator opened, and Leon Hart stepped out. Tall, expensive suit, calm eyes like winter lake, face handsome but smile cold like blade dipped in ice. He walked toward Adrian with confidence of man who thinks world belongs to him. When he reached close, he opened arms like old friend greeting long-lost brother. Adrian, he said, voice soft nostalgic poison. It's been years. Adrian didn't step forward. He didn't smile. He only said, voice heavy, not long enough. Leon laughed soft, head tilt, you still emotional. That's why you fail in real games. Adrian stared, eyes unmoving, and you still think people are games. Leon's smile widened, but eyes turned steel, people are decisions. Decisions build power. Power builds reality. Feelings build nothing. Adrian replied, feelings build humanity. Without it, power is just violence wearing suit. Leon glanced at Mother and Lily like looking at objects on table, not humans. So this is your new charity project, he said. Mother flinched like he slapped word into her face. Lily stared at Leon with confusion. How someone looks strong outside but feel empty inside. Adrian replied, this is family, not project. Something flickered in Leon's eyes, anger like shadow behind glass, because he lost right to use that word years ago. Leon stepped closer, whisper low so only Adrian hears. You don't understand scale. HOA fines are small part. We buy properties cheap when families break. Then community rises, prices double. Investors happy. You fight for one child, but we build empire. Adrian's blood froze, not from fear, from betrayal depth. Empire built on tears, he said. Leon shrugged like rain on jacket, tears dry. Money stays. Before Adrian could answer, court officer called names. Case 418, Child Protection versus Elena Flores. Mother's knees almost gave up hearing her name in courtroom like criminal. Adrian placed steady hand behind her back, supporting weight of fear. Inside courtroom, judge sat tall, expression neutral like walls. Legal language started, papers passed, accusations read, emotion translated into cold paragraphs. Leon's lawyer spoke words heavy with logic but empty of heart. Mother left child unattended, risk to health, CEO influence unethical, community instability, child needs structure. They spoke like describing object, not child. Every line attacked Mother like arrows coming one after another. Mother cried quietly, head down, shame rising even though she did nothing wrong except be poor. Lily watched, eyes wet, breathing fast. Adrian wanted stand and break walls with truth but lawyer held his arm lightly. Time hasn't come. In law, truth must wait for turn. Then judge said, defense. Lawyer stood, Voice calm but powerful like river cutting stone. Mother hid child from cruelty. Not abandoned. She waited behind bus stop every night. Proof from child herself. Judge raised brow. Child's statement reliable. Lawyer nodded. Yes, and emotional witness will speak. Whispers spread. Leon's lawyer smirked like sure child will break under pressure. Judge called. Lily Flores. Mother froze, whispering, no, she can't speak in front of all. Adrian leaned close, whispered deep, she doesn't have to be perfect. She just has to be honest. Lily stepped forward, small crutch echo on courtroom floor, sound loud like drum in silence. She stood on small platform, looking tiny like bird in giant room, but eyes steady. Judge leaned slightly, voice softer now because child presence melts court slowly. Lily, can you tell us what happened? Lily looked at mother first, like drawing strength from her shaky smile. Then she looked at Adrian. His eyes said you are safe. She took small breath and spoke. I sat at bus stop, because Mama had to work. She came back every night. She stood behind bench. I saw her shoes. She cried quiet. She thought I sleep. I didn't. I pretended sleep so she don't feel sad. She gave me food. Blanket. She waited till guard go. She didn't leave me. She stayed with me. She loved me. Room silent. Judge's eyes softened. Some people in gallery wiped tears, including tough journalist trying hide shaking hand. Leon's lawyer opened mouth but no argument came. Child's truth pierced law armor like arrow through paper. Judge asked, did you ever feel abandoned? Lily shook head slow. No, I felt scared. But I saw Mama. She always came. Judge nodded slowly like heart moving under robe. Lawyer added, mother's action was survival. Punishment came from HOA, not from neglect. Judge looked at files showing fines, ramp denial, threats, pictures of wheelchair space removed. Judge exhaled long breath. I see systemic failure. Leon's lawyer jumped, trying shift blame. Your Honor, community has rules for aesthetics. Judge raised hand, stopping words. Aesthetics cannot override disability rights. This is not about paint color. This is about basic dignity. Leon's lawyer sat, face red embarrassed. Then Judge turned to mother, voice warm. You are not criminal here. You are mother who fought alone. Mother burst into tears silent but strong, shaking like winter branch but rooted deep in love. Judge, child stays with mother under protective supervision. Case transferred to Disability Support Services. HOA fines will be investigated under discrimination. Gasps in room. Leon's eyes tightened like door slammed on face of empire. Adrian felt tear fall despite trying hold. Lily smiled wide, biggest smile she ever made in life, like sun after storm. Court dismissed. People stood. Many came to mother, offering support, numbers, help. Some strangers hugged Lily. Adrian stood apart for a moment, looking at scene with eyes drowning in meaning. His lawyer shook hand firm, whispering, this is beginning, not end. Outside courtroom, Leon walked beside Adrian again. Expression changed, not charming, not fake calm. Cold fury, pride injured, ego cut. He whispered between teeth, you embarrassed me. You embarrassed structure I built. Adrian replied, structure built on pain deserves collapse. Leon leaned closer, eyes burning like ice flame. You think you won. You saved one child. I will take 1,000 homes from under you. Adrian's jaw tightened. You failed today because child spoke truth. You will fail tomorrow because whole community will speak. Leon smirked, twisted smile of man who loves war more than peace. Community loves comfort. They will choose me because I give them profit. Adrian looked deep into his eyes, voice heavy. Profit without soul is disease. Leon stepped back. We will see, he said. He walked away slow, like ghost wearing expensive shoes. Adrian turned to see mother hugging Lily tight, both crying relief. Adrian felt something warm rise inside, like heavy chain around his heart melted piece by piece. He walked to them. Lily reached hand to him. He took it gentle, hand shaking because of pride he never felt for anyone like this. Mother whispered, "Thank you. You saved us." Adrian shook head, "You saved yourself. Lily saved you. I only removed wall in your way." Crowd formed around them like shield, normal people, community changing shape. Some residents who yesterday looked away now stood beside them. One woman said to Mother, "I was wrong. I judged you. I'm sorry." Mother cried again, but smile in tears. Journalists threw questions, but Adrian didn't speak about victory. He only said simple, "Child stays with mother. That is justice." Words small but heavy. They walked to car, Lily holding Adrian's hand, head resting against his arm. Mother sat beside, quiet, tears drying but heart beating strong again. Adrian looked at them, whispering to himself, "Family." Car moved toward home. Outside, window city blurred, sound low. Inside car, silence warm. Lily closed eyes slowly, sleep taking her safely for first time without fear someone will pull her away. Then Adrian's phone vibrated. Unknown number again. Message shorter, colder. This was chapter 1. We start war with paper. Adrian didn't hide phone. He showed mother and lawyer. Lawyer nodded. Leon will attack through contracts, land titles, HOA law revision. Prepare. Adrian breathed deep. Let him come. Now truth on our side. As car reached house, sky darkened early, storm building again. Not weather, destiny. Adrian looked up, believing something bigger moving. Life testing how far love can fight system. He lifted Lily from car slowly, her head against his shoulder, trust flowing through skin. Mother followed, touching daughter's back soft. Inside house lights warm. Rain started outside, soft tapping on roof, like world-washing pain. Camera moved back from window view, showing house glowing in darkness like hope. But on street corner, black car parked. Inside, man wearing suit talking on phone, judge only delayed. We take house next. Rain fell all night like sky cried for every child ever abandoned, every mother ever punished for being weak. Morning came quiet, soft light touching windows of Adrian's house, slow and gentle like world trying not wake past pain. Lily still sleeping curled against mother's arm, breathing soft, dream peaceful because yesterday she spoke truth in place where truth usually dies behind law papers. Mother slept too, but sleep heavy from tears, heart exhausted but safe for first time in years. Adrian stood in living room early, holding hot cup that went cold without sip. He stared at front door like expecting storm walk in wearing suit. Lawyer left late last night after reviewing message from unknown number. He said one line heavy like brick, war not finished. Leon will attack through property law. He wants take home to break you. Adrian nodded that time, but pain now sitting in chest like burning wood. At 7:45 a.m. sharp, doorbell rang. Hard knock, not polite. Adrian opened door slowly, ready for anything, but what he saw sliced his calm like knife. One man in HOA jacket standing, holding envelope with official stamp. His face expression dead, like delivering death warrant without feeling. He held paper toward Adrian, eviction notice for Elena Flores. House must be vacated in 72 hours due to violation of community standards. Signed by Acting Director, Leon Hart. Mother heard voices and came rushing to door, hair messy, eyes wide fear returning like shadow she thought she escaped. She took letter with shaking hands, reading words slowly because Hart didn't want to understand. Her lips trembled, voice small like tiny leaf hit by storm wind. They won't take our house again. Lily came hopping, crutch hitting floor sound like heart drop. She grabbed mother's clothes tightly, eyes big from fear like that night at bus stop. Adrian took letter gently from mother, reading details, fake charges, fake violations, long list of rules twisted to look legal. Mother cried slow tears now, not loud scream, just quiet pain like heart leaking through eyes. We did everything right. Why again? She whispered. Adrian placed letter on table, voice calm but heavy like steel. Because this is how they kill truth. When law fails, they use rules like knife. Lily looked at Adrian, voice tiny. Will they take Mama again? Adrian knelt, touching Lily's face gently. No. Not while I stand. Mother sank to couch, hands covering face, whisper repeating like prayer broken. I can't fight again. I don't have strength. They will win. Adrian sat beside her, not touching first, letting silence carry weight. Then he spoke slow, every word coming from place deep wounded years ago. You think they strong because they have paper. But paper cannot erase yesterday. Court saw truth. People saw truth. Child spoke truth. System turning, even if slow. Mother shook head, still drowning in shock. People forget. They forget fast. Today news different. Tomorrow we alone again. Adrian looked at her with eyes sharp like memory of sister dying because system forgot her too. Not this time, he said. This time we don't hide in darkness. We bring everything into light. His phone rang. Lawyer voice urgent. Leon filed motion to enforce private HOA authority. He wants override judge decision using property clause. He wants show child safe with mother but house dangerous for community standards. If he wins, mother cannot live here. Child forced to shelter. Adrian asked, probability. Lawyer side, normally high. For normal case. But this time whole city watching. Use people. Adrian's mind moved fast now, not business strategy, but protection strategy. He stood, telling mother, we go outside. Mother panicked. Outside? They hate us. Adrian shook head. They hated lie. Not truth. He opened door. Outside street quiet. Then something small happened. Neighbor woman from yesterday, the one with thermos, walked slowly toward them holding newspaper. Headline showing Lily in courtroom smiling brave. Words, child wins against HOA cruelty. She smiled warm. Whole city read this. No one forget. She handed paper to mother, who took it gently, tears falling again but this time tears of knowing she not invisible. Adrian nodded to woman grateful. Then father of little girl from coloring books came, daughter holding drawing for Lily. We stand with you, he said simple like truth. Then old man from corner house came, breath heavy from age, voice shaking from anger. I served this country. Fought war. I didn't fight for bullies to take homes from disabled child. Tell me what to do. Adrian looked at them, small group, small voices, but rising like beginning of wave. Lily stood near gate watching neighbors gather one by one. Some ashamed for ignoring her before, some angry, some curious. Lips whispered. She sat at bus stop many nights. We walked past like ghosts. Someone said, we didn't know. We could help. Shame turned into guilt, guilt into courage. Adrian stepped forward onto porch, holding eviction notice in hand like sign of war. People watched, eyes waiting for leader. Adrian lifted paper high, voice loud enough so street hears but calm like truth doesn't need scream. This letter is not rule. This is fear. Fear of truth. They want to raise story that showed their cruelty. They failed in court. Now they use house rules. They want punish mother for winning. They want punish child for surviving. Crowd quiet, listening like thirsty land receiving first rain. Adrian looked around, eyes meeting eyes, speaking not like CEO but man begging world to wake. If we let this happen, tomorrow some other mother will stand at bus stop crying behind bench. Tomorrow some other child will pretend sleep to protect parent. Rules meant protect community, not destroy families. Someone shouted from back, yes. Then more voices, no eviction. Protect her. End fines. Freedom rising from people who remained silent yesterday. Then something happened no one expected. Lily stepped forward, leaving mother's hand, walking to center of gathering. She stood under morning light, small body shaking slightly but eyes full of something huge. A child carrying weight of story bigger than herself. Adrian tried stop her, worried she too fragile. She shook head gently, telling him silent, I won't speak. She looked at people, voice soft but every word like arrow dipped in fire. Please don't let them take my mama. She tried, she worked, she cried. She never left me alone. She stood behind bus stop every night so I don't feel scared. I saw her shoes. I saw her tears. I pretended sleep because I want her be strong. Please, don't take her home again. I want house with ramp. I want life with mama, she held drawing high. The one she made last night. Blue flower, ramp to house, words crooked written by small hand, house with way for me. Silence broke like dam exploding. People cried openly, even those who never cry. Old man wiped tears hard like ashamed. Mothers hugged their children tighter. Some neighbors held each other's hands. Tears turned into anger at injustice, anger into courage. Voices rose, one after another like wave louder. Enough. Justice. No eviction. News trucks arrived hearing noise. Reporters ran with cameras. Microphones pointed at Lily. She stood silent now, tears down cheeks, drawing shaking in hand. Image went viral live. Small disabled girl holding drawing asking world for house with ramp. Adrian stepped behind Lily, placing gentle hand on her shoulder, voice deep. This is what community looks like. Not walls. Not fences. Not fines. A child asking for ramp. Reporters recorded, streaming to millions. City watching child speak truth louder than systems ever could. Board members arrived, Leon with them. He looked at scene, crowd around child, cameras everywhere, drawing in air. His face tight, jaw clenched. His plan burning like paper thrown in fire. He tried speak with PR smile. We understand emotional situation but community must follow rules. People shouted, drowning his words, we are community. Change rules. Protect child. Leon's voice lost like insult thrown into wind. Adrian faced him in front of everyone. Voice hard steel. You control board. I control truth. That cannot be bought. You tried take child with law. Now law stands with her. You tried take house with rules. Now rules change today. Leon laughed bitter. You think crowd changes policy. Adrian raised eviction notice. Ripped paper clean slow. Crowd exploded cheers like thunder. Leon eyes widened. That letter legally bind, Adrian cut. Not when board votes here and now. He turned to crowd. All residents who want remove discrimination rules, raise hands. Hands rose everywhere. Hundreds. People who yesterday thought aesthetic more important now held hands high because child showed what beauty means. Only few didn't raise hands. Board members scared of losing money. Adrian pointed. Majority decided. Rules change. Leon stepped forward. Rage-breaking polished image. Whisper venom. You destroyed years of work. Adrian replied. You destroyed lives. Difference huge. Leon barked. This isn't over. Adrian answered calm. It is for you. Police arrived to maintain peace, but saw peace already. Officer looked at Leon, at Adrian, at child, then said loud, letter void. Community voted. No removal possible. Leon looked around like drowning man searching for rope. But rope gone. Truth cut it. Mother cried, shaking, falling to knees hugging Lily. We safe, she whispered. Adrian kneeled beside, voice gentle like soft wind. You safe. You home now. Neighbors surrounded them, old woman placing thermos on steps, father hugging his daughter and Lily, teenagers handing paper, drawing new ramp designs, engineers offering free help, lawyer promising full class action to destroy illegal fine system. Leon silent, turned away walking alone down street he once ruled. People stared without respect, without fear. Truth stripped power like storm strips weak tree. His shadow long but fading. Later evening, workers came to house with tools, wood, cement. Without permission, without waiting, neighbors built ramp at Adrian's house entrance. Hammer sounds like heartbeat of new community. Lily watched smiling, drawing in hand. She walked on new ramp with Adrian holding her hand. Each step like victory against world tried break her. Mother watched crying smile, heart full. Adrian stood behind her, seeing ramp. Simple structure but for him it looked like bridge between past and future. He whispered to himself, seeing memory of sister smile in Lily's face. I did it. Sunset painted sky orange gold like reward for war fought with heart. Lily turned, hugged Adrian tight, whispering into his chest, "Thank you for giving me way." Adrian hugged her, eyes wet again, voice soft, "No. You gave me way." Camera pulled back showing house with ramp shining in sunset. Mother holding drawing, neighbors working together, community alive. Words appeared in silence, sometimes one child changes whole world. And somewhere far, office light turned off, shadow of Leon gone from window. Papers on table unread. War finished with heart winning over law.